Right, good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're all doing well wherever you happen to be in the world right now. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, dropping a like on the video to get me out to a wider audience, and any comments or questions that you may have, please feel free to leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to be talking about drip today, as I have been in my last few videos, because there's been a few things going on and not going on at the same time. Before I get to all that, I'll start off by going through the cryptocurrency market as a whole, just so we can gauge how things are looking compared to drip. So we've got a market cap of $1.19 trillion, which represents an increase of 1.83% over the last 24 hours. 24-hour trading volume of $41 billion, and Bitcoin dominance currently sits at just over 50%, currently trading just shy of $31,000, so Bitcoin is looking decent. Ethereum, it's creeping towards a $2,000 mark again. It hasn't been there for a while, but it's looking much stronger than it has been over the previous few weeks. BNB continues to make some gains back, looking for that 250 mark. I would have that as a target. Cardano still below 30 cents, not financial advice, but I'd call that a decent buying opportunity. Anything between 25 and 30 cents or below even is a decent buying opportunity, because as far as I'm concerned, we're still in a bear market at the moment, and we won't see the true exponential growth until the next Bitcoin halving, or 6 months after rather. Solana's still below $20, but it's back up into 9th place. So what's slipped out? Was Polygon in there? I believe it was. I'm a bit out of touch. I've had the busiest week of my life this week. I've had 2 children's sports days on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday we had an occupational therapist regarding my youngest son's autism, and yesterday we had something to do with my older child regarding his 11 plus exam and his entry to grammar school. Not that anyone's interested in that, but that's what I've been up to, and that's why I've not really been looking at the charts or making any videos recently. So on to the biggest rises for the last 24 hours. You can see Bitcoin Cash is an absolute tear up, as is XEC, which is not something I'm aware of, but I don't know what's caused Bitcoin Cash to go up so much. That's something I need to look into. Compound's up 94% this week, but that's been on a tear up for a while now. It's something I've missed out on. Litecoin appears to be doing well. There's a number of coins, even Pepe, which I mentioned in my last video, that's been pushing up, and Solana's had a good week. It's up 12%, so things are looking slightly brighter, but I wouldn't expect the real big gains to be coming until 2024 after the halving. But it's nice to see some growth within the market at the moment, that, you know, even within a bear market you can have some upward momentum, movement rather. As for drip, how's that looking on coin market cap? So it's down to 23 cents. I know that doesn't correlate to the actual native DEX, but it's not looking brilliant. All of the market cap and volume can't be confirmed, nor the supply, because it's minting itself to death at the moment. So let's go through a few comments first. Telegram scam 2.0. Watch the number of members fall and then spike on the 27th of June within the typical range of 31,000 to 39,000. 5,852 fake members were added overnight. Not something I'm really aware of, but it's only the second time nobody's ever posted anything. It's not really that interesting, to be honest with you. Drip, everyone posting bullish comments needs you for your exit liquidity. Remember that. There is an element of truth to that. There's people in here that are balls deep, over emotional, invested in this, and they need the price of this to pump, because the shark is letting people down with his release dates. Because as far as I'm aware, drip drop draw still just remains a dream. It's not really happening at the moment. And let's check on his other projects. Oh, we're up 0.43% AFD, up to $4.12. So let's look at the all-time chart to see how that's looking. Not brilliant when we were sitting around $60. How long ago was that? December 2022, so that's like 6 months ago. So not brilliant. Let's check out pigs from the greatest DeFi farm ever created. Up 0.07% today, currently trading at $25 on the all-time chart. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Not looking good, Brev, as some people like to say. Onto the drip chart. I'll go to the drip page in a minute, because I know it doesn't correlate. So it's trading at 24 cents. It's making lower lows. There was a little run up the other day, a little doji, so it's reversed itself there. It's actually a tradable pattern. You could short that if you wanted to. I won't be doing that though. You can see we've got negative momentum, MACD and signal line both sloping down. They've crossed over as well, which is a bearish sign. Price is below the 50 and below the 100, with the 100 being above the 50, both bearish signals. And anyone with half a brain can see. Let me zoom out to the weekly chart, give you a better idea of. Look, it's just horrendous. You've been up as high as here. So I don't know where my crosshair's gone. There you go. You've been up as high as $168, where a lot of people got their fingers burnt or pants pulled down. Dry, no lube, by the feel of things. I didn't overinvest. I'll show you my faucet. I just got in some. I think the most I paid for a drip was about $30. So I've currently got 11,706 drip. I've got 105 to compound, but I'll wait a bit later in the day. So I'll compound my full allocation. So that'll be 111 drip. Currently valued at $3,081. It's continually going down. It's saying 26 cents on the native DEX. Down 1% in the last 7 days, down 1% in the last 24 hours, and down 1% in the last 30 days. 111 new players, so that continually goes down. 9,963 drip have been deposited. I'm assuming that's over the last 24 hours, although I can't confirm that. So what did I want to talk about? Yeah, so drip, drop, draw. It's turning out the same way as Scratchies. It's just like more and more bullshit, lies after lies, delay after delay. Community members, which there are good people. I'm going to speak about one of them in a minute, who's made an absolute prick of himself in his last video. But there are good people within this community. I mentioned people like LD, who used to be Drip Strategy, now he's DeFi Strategy, because he knows that he needs to spread his wings somewhat. Who else? There's Drip Coach, he speaks a lot of truth. Who else is there out there? Crypto Kings is a bit of a bell end. I've never seen someone talk so much shit and make so many incorrect predictions in my life. But the person I want to talk about now is, I watched a video this morning when I was making my breakfast, and I literally had to watch it between, put my hands over my face because it was so embarrassing. And it was a video by Driptopian. He was, in my eyes, he was very, very drunk. He made a point of saying, I'm not drunk. He was referring to himself in the third person. He said, this is an old school Lee video. And he was calling everyone under the sun names, saying you're all fuckers, this is a load of bullshit. And he's calling for a podcast debate. I'm not sure how old this man is. I'd say he's probably at least 50. I know alcohol ages you because he clearly drinks far too much. I'd say he's about 50, but he's dancing to this dad dancing to this god-awful, meaningless dance music, mate. Look, he looks genuinely ridiculous. I had to cringe. But it wasn't just that, it was the language of the man. What was it, the term he was using? Was it drip part-timers or halfway drippers or something? It's like you're not allowed to criticise this project in any way, shape or form. He's had enough of it. I believe the man is emotionally far too attached to this project, to the fact, to the extent that he has to come on. And I'm not going to swear like he did, because it was embarrassing. It was F this, F that. That's a load of bollocks, because apparently Drip Coach said something about him that he didn't like. And saying that he gets a lot of abuse, people threaten his family and that. Trust me, mate, over this side, when you're actually calling out the negative side of drip and pointing out the obvious problems, you get a lot more hate coming your way. I've had people mention my comments get filtered, and when I go to my filtered comments, people have mentioned things about my son with autism. That's how disgusting people can be on YouTube. Now, I don't know if you really have had people threaten you or your family, and if you have, I'm genuinely sorry. I've got nothing against you, but you did. I don't give a fuck. You actually made a complete penis of yourself in that video. You were sat there pissed as a fart, ranting and raving, saying that you're capable of critical thinking, telling everyone how you don't need the money, how smart you are, how much money you're making. Just really, really, like, if it was possible, you would be licking your own arse or sucking your own cock in the instance. In what I witnessed, it was just horrendous. If I were you, I'd consider deleting that video, because you've made like something of a twat of yourself. And as for saying the reason you've blocked people is because they've threatened you or your family members. You blocked me about 6 months ago because during a live stream I said, do you ever look at the chart for drip? And you drunkenly, you were pissed then as well, you said, I don't need to look at a chart for an ROI DAP that pays me 1% a day. Charts don't mean fuck all. And then you go on to start talking about your trading, and you're going to do a trading YouTube channel. You're all over the place, mate. You say you're capable of critical and nuanced thought. You're not. You're not in any way, shape, or form. You lack basic intellect. You're I don't know. I'm not going to go off on you too much, but you really have made a fool of yourself. And I hope. Well, I imagine you're quite hungover today, and I hope when you wake up and you see the video you've posted last night, I hope you think, oh Christ, I hope too many people haven't watched that and you delete it, because really, mate, it doesn't look good. It's not a good look at all. If you think that what you've done is helping to promote this project, it's not. It's just showing people how the single-mindedness, lack of ability of critical thinking. What was it? You called it cognitive. I don't know. But what you need to do, you've got a cognitive dissonance regarding this project. That's the thing. You're completely myopic. You're tunnel visioned on it. You can't see it failing. You believe everything that the shark says. You worship him like a teenage girl would worship One Direction or whoever's the latest craze. I'm going to stop going on at you now, but you know what I'm saying. You've made a prick of yourself. You won't be the first, you won't be the last. I've done it myself in the past. I just recommend don't go online when you're pissed. And don't make stupid videos like that, because dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. I'll see you in the next video. Wish you all the best. Bye for now and have a great day.